As OG sits on his throne, resting from another long period of building, he remembers when he was in the Witch Queen's palace that he found a scroll. And on that scroll, it spoke of a sunken city with vast treasures and unusual aquatic creatures, somehow connected to the Lemurians' past. So he thinks to himself, I think it's time that I go for a swim. All right, welcome everybody to Conan Exiles. I'm an old guy gaming, and in this episode we are going to go do the Sunken City. So the Sunken City is not a story mode dungeon, so we don't need the staff for this one, but it is another dungeon that Funcom added to the game some time ago, but it wasn't part of the original content. So it's pretty fun, and so yeah, that's what we're going to do today in this episode. Before we do that, though, there's a couple things I want to update you on in terms of the palace here. So you can see that we have the head of the Red Mother behind the throne, and I put up a couple of war banners too, because, you know, after I left you guys in the last episode, I was looking at the, you know, that purple banner that we had up, and then we had a couple of different colored tapestries up there, and it just didn't look good. Wasn't matching, so I tore all that down. And, you know, I got to thinking, well, what am I going to do? And then I remembered, you know, that I had the head of the Red Mother. So we mounted that up and put it behind us. And I think it looks pretty badass. And then we put Cyber and Bloodfang. KR, there you go. KR requested that I name the Saber Bloodfang. And so, yep, Bloodfang is named. Anyway, and so, yeah, I think the throne room is looking pretty darn good. Let's go upstairs. A couple other little additions that we added up here. So let's see, we put a chamber pot in here for OG to do his abulations. We've got a drawing table. I put a bunch of little knick-knack types of things on the writing desk, including the globe and some books and things like that. Over here we have an owl on a stand, a bird stand with an owl, which is really cool. I put some incense on this end table here, and as you can see, it actually is wafting incense into the air. It smells good too. Yep. And then up here we did one more other little change, if I can get through here, and we made a telescope. So yeah, we put a telescope up here on the balcony for OG to look out at the stars at nighttime. So nice little touches here on our castle. Okay, let's head on back down here and get ready to go do the Sunken City. So Sunken City, like I said, it's not a story mode dungeon. It's just a side dungeon, but it's a lot of fun. And there's one particular recipe that we can get down there that gives us advanced, I don't know if this is the right term for it, but it gives us advanced fish traps that allows us to catch special types of fish that will then give us buffs. So that's kind of really the main reason why we're going down there, other than just to do the dungeon itself. And I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but several episodes ago, I found the Riptide in some loot. This is a legendary piece, but what makes this unique is that it provides water breathing. So with the Riptide equipped, you can essentially breathe underwater, which is really cool. Now, there's other options for going underwater, too, for those of you who are new. And I know some of you are actually new to the game because you've told me that in the comments, so I appreciate you telling me that. You know, you can do water breathing potions, so that's another option. I've eluded a bunch of breathing potions here, but you can also make them in the alchemy bench if you have the right feats, and you can find, like this fish gill potion is a more powerful, longer lasting water breathing potion and stuff like that. So you can do that, or you can also go and kill Beastmaster Teemos, and he drops a mask that you can wear that allows you to breathe. Well, no, it doesn't allow you to breathe underwater, but allows you to hold your breath for longer. It's not full underwater breathing, but it does, you know, give you more time. So that's another option. But since we lucked out and found ourselves the Riptide, we have full water breathing. So if you look in the upper left-hand corner where you see that little purple thing, that means we can fully breathe underwater with the Riptide. So it's really cool. Now, one thing about the Riptide, this is really important. If you ever get this is super important. If you guys ever get this, make sure you pay attention to what it says in the info. It says, an inscription reads, do not throw this away or it will be forever lost. So you do not want to throw the Riptide like you could with other spears, because if you do, it disappears. I mean, like permanently disappears. I'm not sure why they did that. it kind of sucks because I could see where someone who uses spears a lot, which I don't, but someone who does, they might have this equipped and, you know, forget about that little important piece of information and throw it and then lose it and then be extremely pissed off. So anyway, yeah, so there you go. So let's go ahead and see who we got for our crew here. Oh, the other thing I was going to tell you is that we have some new thralls too. So I've been doing some off-camera thralling, and we finally found a T4 armorer. So here is the footage from those thrall captures.
So I can Gods take you! Die! Steel and sparks!
Okay, so yeah, those thralls are cooking up in the wheel, and hopefully they will be ready to go in the next episode, and then we can make our Arena Champions armor and our Godbreaker armor. Looking forward to that. My stomach hurts. Okay, let's eat some lobster there. So all of my companions here have, they should have truncheons on them. Yeah, so what we want to do is we want to give them their stuff back. So Varpner, I believe, uses Yogg's Touch. Leonelli uses the White Blade. Janos uses Nordis, right? No. Yeah, Janos uses Nordis. Janos is our toughest thrall right now. Samel uses the two-handed blade that we got from the Warmaker's champion. And then Leon uses... What does Leon use? I guess Leon uses one of the Poitain maces. Yeah. I made a Poitain Great Axe just to try it out because they changed the animation on the axe. It's a gorgeous axe. Look at this thing. It's just beautiful. But it's... I don't know. It's still not as effective in killing as, you know, like Yogg's Touch or Aja's Bane. These guys still just, you know, kill at least as fast as the axe, plus I can have a shield at the same time. So, unfortunately, you know, even though they did make changes to it, I still think it's a little bit weak sauce, the way that it currently is. So, anyway, I tried it out. I thought it was cool, but, yeah. Oh, you know what? Actually, Janos is supposed to be using Aja's Bane. I don't need to use it, because, you know, I want my Thrall to have the good stuff. Why can I not take that out of his inventory? What the hell? Okay, here, you take that, and you take that, and I will take that. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, we want him to have Aja's Bane, because he's our toughest Thrall. And then Varpner is our second toughest Thrall, so I want him to have Nordis. And then we'll give the what's it called? Yogg's Touch. We'll give Yogg's Touch to Captain Leon. There we go. He probably shouldn't be Captain Leon anymore because there's other people that are better than he is, but that's right. Varolf, you've got a truncheon too. You're not supposed. Why can't I freaking take this out of their inventory? Goodness. All right, you got a weapon. Actually, you know what? I think Varolf is supposed to have this because he's tougher than Leon. And Leon is supposed to have the Poitain mace. I believe that's the way it's supposed to work. Okay, so yeah, let's give him that Yogg's touch. Actually, I'm going to give him mine because mine is a little more damaged. And it doesn't matter if he has a damaged one. Okay, so I think that gets us all back the way we're supposed to. Oh, Leonelli's also supposed to have one of these bows. They're both pretty much the same thing, so I'll give her the one that's a little more... has just a little less durability left on it. And then we're going to put the rest of this stuff away and then head on over to the Sunken City. Alright, so let's just dump this in there. And then I want to put... yeah, we'll keep that Poitain mace for ourselves because we might actually need it. And then I'm going to put all of these guys in here. Except for one. We'll keep one with us, of course. Oh, the other thing I was going to do, you guys, is I was going to make this Bindings of the Dead. This thing has like a crap ton of durability on it. So our chain bindings have a little over 4,000 durability. This has something like, I don't know, 20,000. It's crazy. So let's do that really quick. So we need a Heart of a Hero. And the Heart of the Hero, interestingly enough, actually has an expiration timer, whereas other hearts that you can get do not. I don't know why that is. For example, Heart of a Nordheimer, those don't have any expiration time, right? But the Heart of the Hero, if we take it out of here, see how it's got an expiration time? So that's weird. I don't know. It seems a little inconsistent, maybe? Why would a Nordheimer's heart not spoil and a Heart of the Hero would? So I don't know. Not sure. But anyway, I guess it does say that the Nordheimer heart is still beating, which is a little weird, if you ask me, but whatever. Okay, so let's put the heart in here. And what else do we need for this? We're going to need 3 fragments and 40 alchemical base. So we should have plenty of fragments in one of these bins. Yeah, so let's take 3 of those. And then it said we needed 40 alchemical base. I think I have all of that in here. I found, one of the bearer packs when I was out looking for Thralls. It gave me 1,250 alchemical base, you guys. I could not believe it. In just one bearer pack. It was just nuts. Okay, so what else are we missing? We need to put those in there. We need 10 layered silk. So if we have that, it's going to be probably in one of the armorer benches. Not in there. Here we go. Okay, so let's grab 10 of those. Stuff's expensive. And we'll put those in there. And let's go ahead and make Bindings of the Dead. So yeah, the durability on this is just crazy. So check this out. 15.6 thousand durability compared to the chain, which only has 4,000. So yeah, we'll be able to use this for a very long time before we have to repair it. So nice. Okay, we got that done. I've been meaning to do that on camera for you guys for a long time now, but I just keep forgetting to do it. Okay, let's see what else here. Let's put our bow down here. I think we could probably stand to repair our star metal pick, so let's do that now. In fact, we don't really need to take that with us for this adventure because we're not really going to mine anything. So we'll just take the star metal pickaxe, and if we do have to mine something, that'll work too. We're going to put this in here. I don't even know why I've got that in my inventory. And I think we're good to go. So we've got the Riptide. Let's put the Riptide in slot 6. And man, oh man, I have to remember not to throw it. Do not throw the Riptide no matter what. All right, guys. Let's do this. Let's do this. So everybody should have weapons now. Just double check. You got your weapons. Janos is got his weapon in his hand. Leonelli's should have her bow and the white blade, and Varpner as Nordis. Oh, actually, you know what though? I'm not supposed to take all these guys with us because this is the first time doing this dungeon, so it just has to be me and one other person. Okay, so if that's the case, I don't think we'll get corruption down there, so I don't think we need to take Leonelli. Let's just take our top dog with us. We'll just take our top dog with us. So That being the case, everybody else... Here, let's just do this. Everybody go home. Actually, you can stay there, Rock, because you're coming with us too. And then I'll just tell Janos to follow. So follow me, dude. Okay. And then you also follow me. So I should have Janos and Rock following, right? Yeah, here he comes. Dude, don't be like derping out on me, okay? I need you at 100% here. Okay, so we're gonna go through the portal to I think that's where we want to go, right? Yeah, because that goes to the upper staging area. Yeah, this is the one we want. Okay, let's do it. This will get us really close to the dungeon entrance. Yep. There's a baby panther. Let's grab it. I have a normal panther, but I don't have a greater, so that'll give us another chance of possibly getting a greater. You've got a map room. I'm not sure. I guess these give the horse extra bonuses or something. I'm not sure what the deal is with those, but I was told not to take them out of the horse's inventory, so on our multiplayer server. So we'll just leave them in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and take the fast way down so we don't kill ourselves. So let's jump down here. And let's jump down here. And let's jump down here. Rock, look at you go, buddy. And then jump down here. Okay, there we go. Nice. Now we just got some gorillas that we can hopefully bypass. I gotta make sure I'm going the right direction. I think we need to be going this way. No, we need to be going north. That's what we need to be going. No, not north. East. We need to go east. Yeah, go this way. Go away, gorillas. We didn't invite you to our party. Here we go. Okay, so let's forget about the apes and the gorillas and head right on into the dungeon. I did show you guys where this place was before, but I'll show you again really quick while I get slapped around by an ape. It's right here, okay? So right next to the Palace of the Witch Queen along the shore of this little lagoon. Okay, let's do this. Travel to the Sunken City. All right, nice. Whoop. Okay, so, I don't think we need to actually take Rock with us, so let's actually send him home. I'm going to need him to get back home, but I can summon him when the time comes, so it's just going to be me and Janos. All right, guys, yeah, welcome to the Sunken City Dungeon. This is the place. So, you want to, if you're going to do the dungeon from start to finish, you want to go up that way, which we're going to do, but if you ever want to come here and farm the place, you can bypass all the fighting that you normally would have to do and jump into the water and just kind of swim around that bend and you'll get to the main area. But of course, we're going to do this the normal way. So let's get our stuff here and head on up. So this is all related. Okay, yeah, this is all related to the Lemurians' past, and I'm not crystal clear on this, but I think that that voice that's talking to us, which we'll see at the very end of the dungeon, is Dagon, and the Lemurians have captured him, maybe, but I'm not 100% sure if that's exactly what's going on here. But anyway, let's head on up here. So what we have to do is we have to kill, I think it's 3 bosses to free him, and this is the first one that we have to kill. And so this is the Watcher above. So let's take him out. He's just a 1 skull, but he's still fairly dangerous, all things considered. Of course, we have Janos with us, so we don't really need to worry about it too much. Kick his ass, Janos. get some
Death to the outlaw!
bleeds on this guy. Oh, he dead. Okay. All right. And he dropped a couple of pearls, which we'll take. And then if you go click on this axe, you learn the ancient Lemurian axe recipe. It's a pretty nice looking axe. I don't think it's particularly powerful compared to like Yog's Touch, but it's still, I think it's a pretty decent axe. Does it even tell us if we go here and ancient Lemurian axe? It does 51 health damage. I don't think it has any armor pin, but it's a very nice looking axe. So Yog's Touch does 51, but it comes with all that armor pin, and the Lemurian axe I don't think comes with any armor pin. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think it does, because most axes do not have armor pin natively. That's why Yog's Touch is such a good axe, because it does. Anyway, okay, let's go up here. Now, another thing you can farm from these guys is they will drop the Lemurian Armor, which is epic level armor. It's light, or it's either light or medium armor, I can't remember, but we must have just looted it. Did we? Wait, what? What happened to the stuff on you? I saw it and then it like disappeared. Did I loot it? Maybe I did. Yeah, I must have looted it. Okay. Let's get rid of all this stuff here. Anyways, yeah, these guys have a fairly good drop or chance of dropping that armor, so you could come here and farm them up if you wanted a full set of the Lemurian stuff. Okay. Okay, yeah, so see, they had the mask on him, and he's got the mask on him. I keep hitting the wrong button. So we're going to grab it, and if we decide not to use it, you can always put this in the disassembly bench, and you might get, like, hardened leather, which is pretty expensive stuff. Iron serving plate. Okay, we don't want that. We don't want that. I don't think I'm going to take iron bar. We might hang on to that for deco stuff. But yeah, okay, cool. So he said my father, so this might be the son of Dagon. I'm not really sure. I haven't paid really close attention to it. This is probably the third time I've done this dungeon. Oh shit! Well, Okay, yeah, so hopefully you guys could read all of that gibberish. So, yeah, he tells us to jump off the platform, which we sort of kind of did, but we've actually more like fell off of it. I don't know what happened to that NPC. I'd like to see if she's got some armor that we could loot. So let's climb back up there for a second. Oh, wait, can we? Technically, we're not supposed to be able to climb in dungeons, but I think I have that turned on. I'm pretty sure she's dead. We had some pretty heavy bleeds on her. I'm just not sure where her body is. Maybe it's back up here. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do this if you were using the vanilla settings or you were on a server unless the admin set it up so you could climb in dungeons, which is, I don't know, it's see, it triggered him telling us to jump again. Where did she go? I don't know. But, I mean, the only dungeon that I can think of where that would actually be cheating is the dregs. I can't think off the top of my head where climbing in any of the other dungeons would really matter. So, alright, here we go. Woohoo! And it's just triggering the same thing. Okay, so, yeah, we're going to equip the spear, and now we have full water breathing, which is awesome. Now, if you don't have... Yeah, okay, we heard you, thanks. If you don't have the Riptide Spear, you know, the next best thing is the mask from Beastmaster Teemos. And Beastmaster Teemos, if you guys don't remember, is right up here. We've already captured him. He's one of our thralls, but this is where he is for those of you who want to know. And you just go kill him, and then he gives you that water breathing mask. But remember, it's not full water breathing like the Riptide is, but it'll give you enough time to get down into these dungeons. A water breathing potion will also give you enough time. If you don't have either one of those, you can still make it, but you don't have time to dally. You got to really hurry. Okay, so anyways, this is the Sunken City. It's pretty cool looking, actually, as you can see. And there's different chambers that you swim down to, and once you get into those chambers, you'll have air. So look, we're just going to go through all of the chambers, and I'll show them to you. And there's, you know, different dudes and things to fight. And what we're really after, though, like I said, is that recipe. Yeah, the more I think about it, I think this dude that's talking must be the son of Dagon, because he keeps saying my father, and the Lemurians worship Dagon. Okay, so let's see. Let's kill these guys.
Be here.
The captain below. This guy's pretty tough, actually, for a one skull. There are some 3-skull bosses in Conan Exiles that are why is that a 3-skull boss? You know, in terms of how easy it is to kill him. And then there's some 1-skulls that are like, oh my god, that should be a 3-skull, he's so tough. Arena Champion's probably the best example of that. She's actually only a 1-skull, but she's one of the most dangerous bosses in this game. Not because she's tough, but because she hits like a Mack truck. Okay, let's see. What are we pulled some stone off of him. We don't need that. Okay, so in this chamber here, I'm trying to remember what's in this place. Here, let's get our torch out, too. There we go. There we go. Have a little bit better light. So, if we go up here... Here we go. Okay, so this is the Lemurian Sword and Lemurian Shield recipe. There. Very cool. Alright. The sad thing for me is... usually by the time I get around to doing this dungeon, I've kind of moved past the Lemurian stuff in terms of it being upgrades for me, you know? I should probably try and get in and do this dungeon sooner than I normally do, but it is what it is. Okay, yeah, so that's what you get in here. The sword and the whatever the other thing is we just learned. Very cool. All right, you don't have anything, and you don't have anything. Okay, let's equip the Riptide and head to the next place. Yeah, having the Riptide for this dungeon in particular is really where you need it. You don't, as far as I know, you don't really need it for anything else. Unless you wanted to go do a bunch of deep sea diving for gold and stuff, which would be useful for that too, of course. Alright, let's go down to this building next. There are some chests and stuff that can be looted down here too. And of course, we can do that at our leisure because we've got the Riptide. Look at us and our bad selves. I don't know that I've looked for every single chest down here, but yeah, there's stuff to loot for sure. We're more interested, though, in doing the actual dungeon itself, getting the recipes and that sort of thing. And checking out this story, too. Gave him a warning. Okay, so in here we've got a recipe stone, I believe, across the way there, but we're going to have to kill these guys. I don't know if it's possible to get to it without killing them. Not, you know, we're going to kill them no matter what, but I'm just saying if you were trying to do it in early game. Not sure. Can you sneak past these guys? I'm just curious. Probably can't. Oh. Maybe you can. Well, unless your thrall decides to go up and engage them. That's funny. So these guys are kind of like half fish, half human creatures. Did you get him, bro? Okay. Now, it's a good idea to harvest these guys because, let's put the riptide here. You can get scales off of them, and you can use those scales. See the scales of Dagon there? You can use those in some recipes. Like, for example, the recipe for the really good water-breathing potion, I believe. No, actually, it's a healing potion, I think, that you can get that it requires those for. So, yeah, you're going to want to farm those. There's the stone right there. I seriously doubt we're going to be able to do this without aggroing him. We're going to kill him anyways, but I'm just curious. I think what you might be able to do is come in here, touch it, and then get back out before he gets to you. Okay, so that's Dagon's breath. I believe those are daggers, if I remember correctly. We'll take a look though here. Let's get this guy poisoned up. He does some poisoning himself too by that little puke attack he does. Okay. Now let's get some bleeds on him with our daggers. Yeah, you attack the wall. These guys are pretty tough, man. I'm not gonna lie. For one skull bosses, they are kind of a pain in the ass. Not really a problem for me and Janos, but, you know, if you come in here in the earlier part of the game, you don't want to take them for granted. Okay, so he's got a full stack. Let's get some poison going back on him again.
So I can carve it on your fire. Death to the outlander.
Oh, man. He got me with his stinky breath. There we go. He did. Okay, he dropped the volatile gland. We'll take that. And again, we want to harvest them for the scales. Scales of Dagon. Very nice. Okay, let's take a bandage. Now, I should be able to... Can I put the scorpion poison on here? I can. Okay, I should have done that right at the start, but I kind of forgot to. And then, you know, it's just got some really weird, kind of almost, I don't know, steampunky maybe-ish technology. Like this is an orrery, or I guess is what you would call that. It's pretty cool looking, though, man. Pretty cool looking. All right, let's move on here. Get Riptide equipped once again. And head to the next place. One thing that's cool about the glowing bone sticks is that you can take them underwater, as you see me doing here. We'll just do everything on the right-hand side, and then we'll do it on the left. But the one that's the furthest away is the main part of the dungeon. So we'll do this one, and then we'll cross back over to that one and do that one, and then hit the main one right at the end. And again, you know, we could dive way down there if we wanted to find chests and stuff, but I'm not really too terribly concerned about doing that at this point. Okay, so he's he said they found a way to cage him from some kind of book in this library. So we got a recipe stone there, and then this dude. So let's get some serious poisons and bleeds on this guy right now. Whoa! Well, we need to actually hit him if that's what we're planning on doing. Get out of the way, Janos. Keep hitting his shield. It's kind of a little glitchy fighting this dude. Alright, Janos should finish him off, or the bleeds or poison will. Okay, let's loot this guy. He doesn't have anything actually I want to loot, I just want to get the scales. And then this gives us the Lemurian aloe extract. Okay, so this is a really good healing potion right here. And I believe you need the scales to make it. We learned the shield, which is kind of cool. It looks like a ship's wheel with something on it. And then Dagon's breath. Where were those at? Is that this here? Dagon's breath. Hold on a sec. Oh, this is the underwater potion. Okay, yeah, this is the underwater potion. So I think this gives you full underwater breathing. I believe that it does. But, of course, we don't need that because we've got Riptide, so. There's a pair of daggers that you can get down here, too, that we'll come across. And I thought that's what those were, but... Okay, cool. Let's move to the next thing. So I think that's it for this side of the Sunken City. Everything else is going to be across the way there now. But what we're going to do is we're going to... Yeah, you can't go in those buildings over there. Or at least I don't think you can. Not as far as I'm aware. Looks really cool, though. Anyway, let's go back up to this higher building here. And we'll go in there and do something. But it's this building here that we're going to get the Fishtrap Recipe from. That's what I really want more than anything from coming down here. Get some gold. Alright, so is dude not gonna, like, talk to us in here? Guess he isn't. Let's poison up. Okay, so he's got a full stack of 20 poisons. Come on, Janos. Hit him. What the hell's your problem, dude? Oh, for goodness sakes. Alright. If you want a job done, you gotta do it yourself. That's all there is to it. What? They're both bugged out. Oh, now he's unbugged. Okay. He's almost dead, though. Is he gonna drop? No, he just ran. Didn't quite bleed out. There, now he's dead. Alright. Don't really want any of that stuff, but let's get the scales. Okay. Alright, now, what's in here? We got some chests in here. That might be all that's in here is just chests. Let's loot that. Lots of chests, though. Man, yeah, look at all the silver and gold in here. Silver and gold, silver and gold. Oh, I better not do that. I get a copyright strike. There's these like glowing crystal things in here too, but you can't do anything with them. All right, so yeah, I guess this is just a room with a bunch of treasure chests in it. I don't see anything else in here. There doesn't appear to be any recipe stones or anything, so I'm pretty sure we can't do anything with that. Let's just double check. Yeah, see, that's not harvestable. Okay. Now we know. Okay, let's go. That's kind of cool. It's got that glowing runes on it. The pillar there it is. Hey, you need to get your button gear, man. I'm gonna need your help in the main dungeon, so you can't be derping out on me. Actually, I can probably do it without his help, but don't tell him I said that. Okay, so this place here that kind of has the big old broken floor is the one that you want to go to get the Fishtrap Recipe. And there might be a couple of chests and stuff down here, but I'm not too worried about it. I know I keep saying that, huh? Okay, so it's basically saying whales and other stuff had to be sacrificed to enact the spell that entrapped what I'm thinking is Dagon some. Oh, you know what? There's something else about this place too. These little larva guys, if we capture them and pick them up, we can put them in our taming pen and get sand reapers from them. You can also find them up at up in the volcano. Sometimes they'll spawn, but this is the another place that they do. Okay, so we picked up 3 of these, and we'll put those in our taming pen, and if we're lucky, we might get a Reaper Queen, which is a pretty nice pet to have. Okay, so let's see. We want to come... Well, here, let's just kill this guy first, because we're going to need to kill him. Are you going to actually do something? Okay. Let's take this guy out. Okay, good. Janos is fighting. Whoa! Alright, I need to be putting the Reaper poison on because it'll stack with the Queen's Scorpion Queen poison. What the hell? This guy hits pretty damn hard, man. Not gonna lie. Let's bandage up here really quick. He does a charge thing too that we don't want him to do. Okay, let's put no, we still have some Reaper Queen poison left. Okay, so he's got a full stack of bleeds. Now we should be able to put Scorpion Queen poison back on and reapply that. Okay, he's got a full stack, but we need to get it all off. Okay. Now we should be able to put Reaper poison on. So yeah, he's got 2 stacks. And he's dead. Yeah, these guys are tough, man. They really are. We'll take the silver. Don't really care about the rest of it. Alright, we are encumbered, but I guess it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter. And this is the Fishtrap Recipe, so Deep Sea Fisher. So what that allows us to do, again, is it allows us to make these deep sea fisher traps. And then what these will do is they'll catch like anglerfish and catfish and dogfish and all that sort of thing. And then each one of those fish will give us a buff in like, like grit and strength and stamina, that sort of thing. Well, that's what grit is, but it's really good. Okay, cool. So we got that done. And yeah, there's just a big old gutted well there. I guess that's a well. Actually, it looks more like a ginormous fish than a well. I don't think there's anything else in here. You can't get back that way. Yuck. And we shouldn't be able to get up here because... Yeah, there's a bug with this dungeon. That thing that he's saying right there, he actually says at the very end, but sometimes it triggers sooner than it's supposed to. Alright, that takes care of all of the side rooms. Now it is time for us to do the main dungeon. So let's get up here. And we'll just go out this way. And down to here. Okay. Now, we'll put that there, and let's get our bow back here. We still have a little bit of poison left on our daggers. You coming, Janos? I guess he'll catch up. Okay, so what you can do here is if you go around the corner, you got a guy to kill here, so let's take him out. Okay, he's dead. Let's grab our, no, not that. Our knife. I don't want any of the loot that he's got. Okay, so the way this works now is there's a switch on the wall here, and when you throw that switch, it opens up the, these cages. And then you can kill the guys in there, and you can get, the loot, but it's timed, so essentially what you have to do is throw the switch, do the first 2 or 3, then you got to throw the switch, run around the corner, do the next 2 or 3, and then come back, throw the switch, do the next 2 or 3, etc., until you get through all of them. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the first section. Actually, I'm going to heal up here first real quick. Okay. So these guys are hostile. You can't, it's not like a thing where you can rescue them, so you basically just have to kill them. Alright, good. There's a Lemurian piece. So that's, what's this? Nah, we don't need those. This is the main reason why you would want to kill these guys. This is, I'll show you this later. That's from Emberlight. It's kind of cool. But yeah, you want to farm, you want to get them for XP and that sort of thing, but you want them to farm their armor. Now, the door won't close while you're in the cell. Shoot. Okay, yeah, we made it through. Look at that, 2 pieces. Beautiful. We'll take all of that stuff, and we'll take any gold and silver. don't think I'll take any of that. Okay, yeah, so you can get back out if you're still in, but once you get out, then it closes. Okay, let's do the next one. Oh yeah, here you go. It's kind of too bad you couldn't rescue these guys instead. But on the other hand, if you're looking for the Lemurian gear, this is the way to do it. We don't need those. We'll eat some salted berries though. Okay, I don't think there's anything else in here. Can we get around to the next one? Quick. Yep, we got in. Nice. Okay, he doesn't have anything. He's got a Lemurian chest. And what about this other one? Is that the same? What was going on out there? I don't know. Okay, well, guess we'll take the water orb and a hardened steel dory. One-handed spear of hardened steel. Oh, that's from Emberlight. Okay, I'm not going to grab that. Take the money. Didn't we kill 2 bad guys over there? I don't know. Huh, okay. Well, anyway, so now we got to get around this corner here. Okay, let's get all of our stamina back and then throw the switch. And run! Run! Okay, so we'll go up into here. It's got me stun locked. Alright, he doesn't have anything, and she has... Wait, what? She's got a plate, and that's all he's got. Okay, so we only killed 2 in here. Oh, this one's still open. There we go. There's some gauntlets. Wonder why this one's still open. I think it would have closed. Oh, can we get in? Quick. Nope. Didn't quite make it. Okay, let's go back around this way. We'll get the... yeah, we'll take the water, sure. Get the scales from him. Let's get healed up with a bandage. Wait till our stamina gets all the way back. Takes a little bit longer when we're encumbered. And then wash, rinse, and repeat here. So we went in those 2. It's this one that we need to get into. Okay. Nah, I don't think I'm going to take the iron plate. I have some of those already. Alright, and that is it for this first section of the dungeon. We did go in here, right? Yeah, that's... Okay, yeah, that was the one that had all the chests. Okay, so we got 2 chest piece, 2 tassets, 2 masks, 1 boot, and 3 gauntlets. We have a full set of the Lemurian armor, which is really cool. And it is medium grade, but it's epic armor, and it gives different stats. So this gives strength, that gives strength, this gives accuracy, that gives accuracy, that gives accuracy. So it's really actually pretty good armor for, like, archers. Okay, let's get this guy killed. All right. Okay. So we open up this door here. And we got some more dudes to fight in here now. And we got some more of the Sand Reaper larvas too, so let's grab those. Whoops. No, don't kill him. Janos, don't kill him. Sometimes these guys can be really weird to pick up. Okay, we got that one. Yeah, Janos, move over there. Move. Stay away from this one. There we go. Okay, nice. So we got a total of 5 of these. 5 chances to get a Reaper Queen. Awesome. Alright, I don't think we can go in there. And I don't think there's anything up here if I remember right. Get some scales. Alright, there's a dead guy there. All right, so this part now, you have to jump down, and you want to make sure you don't jump down the center, because if you do, you'll probably die. So you have to kind of take it a ledge at a time here. Get all the way to the bottom. There he is. Big giant anglerfish. Dagon's son, I guess. Because I'm guessing that. I don't know that for sure. So yeah, we killed the Watcher above, which was the first one skull boss. Then we killed the Captain, which was in the first building we went into. And then finally, all the way up on the stage there with her hands in the air is a, like, sorceress lady that we have to take out too in order to free this guy. But before we can do that, we got some pretty tough bosses to kill. We got to kill 2 of those big fat fish sumo dudes. And some other dudes to kill too. So, let's do this. We're going to get our blades poisoned up. And I want to try... I don't want to take on all of these guys at the same time. So can we... I don't know if this is going to pull all 3 of these first ones. Ah, shit, we got them all. Okay. Ah! Okay, we got to get out here where we can maneuver. Let's get some bleeds and poisons on these guys. The good news is we didn't get both of the fat guys at the same time. Because, yeah, that would have been even tougher. Alright, let's redo our poison here. This guy's almost down. The other guy's fortunately kind of glitched in the corner. Alright, let's get him poisoned up and bled. I'm going to pop one of these. And we need some stamina. Get around him. Let's get some Scorpion Queen poison. I should probably carry 2 sets of daggers so I don't have to keep switching over, but that's alright. Okay, let's put Reaper poison on. Damn. Okay. He's dead. He just doesn't know it yet. Nice. Okay. Let's get the scales off these guys. Oh, we want this and Black Hand Shanty. I think we've already done that when we did the Black Hand ship a long time ago. It's basically just like a drinking song. For those of you who are interested and didn't see that episode, pause the screen and there's the song. Okay. All right, let's get this this next guy. We'll get our poison back up here. Okay, go get the Outlander, Janos. I want Janos to get his attention so I can... Here we go. The main thing I don't like about these guys is they have a lot of knockdown ability, so it's just kind of a pain in the butt. They hit you. Okay, let's put this poison on here. Yeah, the Redeemer's fighting. Just be patient there, Mr. Dagon Jr. Oh, he's gonna puke. Oh, nice job, Janos. You stopped him from puking. Or not. I thought he did, but I guess not. Alright, let's put some Scorpion Queen on. Dagon Jr. is kind of a pain in the ass because he keeps saying, get on with it. And we're like, yeah, we're getting on with it, man. Okay, so we'll get the giblets off of this guy. And then the final boss. She's actually not that hard to kill. It's those big fish, fat fish guys that are the tough ones. Let's take her out. She's kind of like the Witch Queen's sister. She looks like the Witch Queen too. A little bit. Okay. Get her, Janos. Okay, he's got her attention. We still have a little poison left from before, so let's get that on her and get some bleeds going.
Steel and sparks. So I can carve it on your pyre.
Ow. Okay, that's it. And so we get these Eye of Set off of her, and it says it's consumable. I've never actually eaten it because, quite frankly, it doesn't sound all that appetizing. Does it tell us anything else about that? Info. Under the cavern pyramid's great set coils asleep among the shadows of the tombs, his dusky people creep. I speak the word from the hidden gulfs that never knew the sun. Send me a servant for my hate, O scaled and shining one, the phoenix on the sword. This gem, and others like it, were once used by priests of Set in their most sacred rituals. It is gravest heresy to discuss such rites, but they involve serpent sacrifices and blood. This gem is said to be the eye of a real serpent hardened to stone by ritual, containing the wisdom and power of Set. One need only stare deeply into the stone to be mesmerized by the power of Set. Using this gem will teach the Set religion. Oh, okay, that's what you do, how you get... No, wait a minute. I guess that's another way to get the Set religion, other than the main way, which is what we did a long time ago. Huh, okay. All right, so now, before we leave, we need to get... the Dagger Recipe. I gotta remember where that's at. I think it's up here. Oh. We still have, a couple more enemies. A couple more chances for more Lemurian armor, I guess. Go get him. Why are you talking about Crom's poxy balls when you were Dagon's servant there, dude? Seems like a double standard. Okay, so you can't really go any further than this, but this is pretty damn cool looking. Like a little water wall thing that was trapping the dude, and this is where you get the Set dagger. So the daggers of Dagon, that's what they are. And let's see, what do these do? Dagon. Daggers of Dagon. So these do 49. I can't remember what type of armor pin they come with. So yeah, I don't know. We might make them just to see. I can't remember. But anyway, that's it for the Sunken City. Now, when you leave this place, you can either come out in the jungle, or you can come out in the desert. And obviously, we're going to want to come out in the desert because it's going to be closer to where we're at. I don't remember exactly where in the jungle that pops you out, but we're going to find out where this pops us out here in just a second. So it puts us down by Noob River. Oh yeah, right by Arcos. Okay. That was our original, that island over there was where we had our original base. This is actually quite fortuitous because we can stop by and see if our thralls are done. Also, we're going to call in our horse. And we'll just tell everybody else to follow. Oh, wait a second. I'm over encumbered. So here, let's put some stuff on you. Man, that'll be cool if we can get that, if we can get a, not a Scorpion Queen, a Reaper Queen. Really cool. Okay, I don't think our Thralls will be done yet, but they might. Let's just go see. We'll check that out really quick, and then we'll let you guys go. Yeah. I put the wheel up by Sinner's Refuge, because that's a good place to farm for Thralls, for Craftsman Thralls. As I've done many times in this series already. We also have at least one Thrall, maybe even two, up by New Asgard that we're gonna have to go get at some point. No, they're still cooking. All four of them are. They should be, because there's no Taskmaster, and these are all really high-end, like T4 Thralls, so it's going to take them a little while. Let's just see. Oh, yeah, they're not even halfway done. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, Turnus Burnbritches, this is our armorer, and he's a tempersmith, which means he's going to make our armor more durable. I would have preferred the other smith that gives you more armor. I can't remember what kind of smith they're called, but we'll take this one. This is not bad either, because it's really expensive, you know, to repair that armor. So if we can keep it from breaking sooner, that's not a bad thing. But we'll definitely use that. Now this is this was an edge smith, so this is a bowyer. that will make bows with more higher armor penetration. So that's pretty good too. Then we found another T4 dancer who will turn into a battle dancer along with Leonelli. And then we found a tier 4 tanner. Zorano the Scented. Yeah, I'll bet he or she's scented. I can't remember if that was a girl or a guy. But yeah, so those guys still need to cook. Since we're here, we might as well run back to the end of the cave really quick and just see if there's anything else good, because if there is, we can just take it back to the base and put it on the wheel up there. I'm going to have everybody else stay back here, though. Because I didn't bring any truncheons with me, so we'll just go in and do the dirty deed ourselves. But we got our new fancy schmancy Bindings of the Dead. So let's see. I want to put let's put that there, and I want to keep my bow on my toolbar. Okay, let's go do this really quick. These guys are never named out here. They're just basics. Oh, Janos, you're still following me? I guess you are. Where's that coming from? Oh, right here. Tell you what, we'll take Janos in with us, but we'll keep him away from... We'll just keep him back here in case I need his help. So you just stay there. Don't do anything else. Alright. So what are you? You're just a level 1. You're just a level 1. And you're a level 2. Okay, so you guys are dead. Alright. You guys are level 2 archer. And level 2 archer. Okay. This guy, I don't know what that guy is. Let's not shoot him until we know for sure. It's about time for me to get my axe repaired. Okay, he's just level 2.
They're coming.
Okay, we got an archer, level 2 tanner, and a level 1 smelter. Let's take this guy out before we go around the corner, because then we're going to aggro the dancers that are usually over there. I don't think I can pull that one without pulling the rest of the group. So let's see what we got here. We got a level 2 dancer and a level 2 dancer. Okay. You guys are dead. Oh, you know what? We might be able to get this guy without pulling the rest of the group. Nope. I didn't think we could. Okay, so let's see. This is always going to be a named... Okay, so that's the same one we already have. That's the Fletcher that we already have. We don't need another one, so I think we're just going to kill him.
Taste death.
Okay. We just got this one archer left up here. Out of stamina. And that is it. All right, you guys. I'm going to let you go here. And in the next episode, I think we're going to get back to building. And what I want to do is I want to work on the Oasis next. I have a really cool plan for that. And I was gonna do that off camera. What is that? Oh, just an iron bastard sword. I was going to do that off camera, but I decided that I wanted to show it to you on camera because it's going to be kind of cool how it's going to come together. And those of you who are newer to the game will probably enjoy seeing how that's all going to work. Okay, so yeah, next episode is going to be working on the pool in the Oasis. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, you know what to do. Please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, share out the video. And we'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.